So, MSI have just sent me over a desktop gaming computer and also one of their monitors. So I've never actually had a gaming computer before. I know it sounds kind of weird for a tech channel, but there's a first time for everything. This monitor looks sick. This is a 34-inch UWQHD 3440 by 1440 display. This is insane. Curved gaming monitor. So I'm really excited to unbox this and see like how good it looks. So the first step, it says remove the tempered glass side panel. I need to remove this packaging and then inspect the PC. So I'm gonna do that right now. As soon as I unboxed the desktop, I took out the wrapping paper and looked inside the case, and I was genuinely surprised at just how precise this thing was assembled, considering this is like a mass-produced, pre-built computer. Just looking inside of it, there is a lot of precision when it comes to how this thing was put together, and it was completely designed and manufactured in the United States. So really high quality control. You can definitely see that from the experience of just unboxing it and setting it up. This thing is really premium. Setting up the monitor is pretty straightforward. In the box you get a couple of pieces for the stand, as well as a couple of cables and the monitor itself. The monitor stand comes in two pieces, but they simply clip together and tighten using a screw at the bottom. So now it is time to put the monitor on the stand and get everything plugged in and ready to go. I got a wired mechanical keyboard with RGB backlights from MSI, and I also have an RGB gaming mouse. Both of these have super fast response times. Both the keyboard and mouse have RGB lights which are customizable inside the MSI software. The included mouse is very tactile and also very frictionless, so when you're moving it on your desk or your mouse mat, it is super smooth. Setting up the computer and logging in was super straightforward. I just needed to log into my Microsoft account, do a couple system updates, and reboot, and boom, I was good to go. So as you can see, the entire setup is now complete. I put it all together. Obviously, this is a pre-build, so I didn't need to really do anything technical. I just needed to unbox it, plug a few things in, take off some wrapping paper, and I was pretty much good to go. All I needed to do was boot it up. But I have sort of moved the desk over here so it's a little bit easier to work with, especially for filming. And I also got a chance to try out the monitor, try out the keyboard and mouse. I have been using it now for a little over a week. So I've played a few games on it. I've done some video editing. I've done some programming. I've done a lot of stuff on here. So I feel like I'm at that comfortable point where I can just talk about my experience and just how capable this desktop actually is. In terms of specifications, there are a few different models you can choose from. So I'll put the exact model I have on the display, but let's just run through some of the specs. In terms of the CPU, this desktop has the Intel Core i7-14700F with a clock speed of 2.1 gigahertz. In terms of RAM, this has 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. It's taking up 2 card slots, but there is an additional 2 slots. So if you want, you can go ahead and increase the RAM. In terms of graphics cards, this is rocking the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 Super with 12 gigabytes of GDDR6X RAM. So this is a fairly capable computer with pretty decent specs. And you also have 1 terabyte of M.2 NVMe storage, so super fast SSD storage. Again, it is expandable, and this computer is so future-proofed because it's really easy to customize and upgrade if that's something you're looking to do in the future. But it has that full gaming look, so you have the 2 glass transparent panels so you can view all of the internal components as well as the fans. There are 5 fans for cooling. Each fan has built-in RGB lights which are customizable via the MSI software. You need to go in the MSI Center and download the Mystic Light plugin. This will allow you to completely customize the colors of each individual fan, as well as change and tweak the animations. The fans are actually surprisingly quiet. I have them running right now, and this room is fairly warm, and it's pretty silent. It doesn't interrupt the audio recording this video, even though I'm pretty close to it, just because of how silent and efficient they are. Even when I'm playing AAA games with the settings on high, it's still not crazy loud. It still is fairly quiet for the power and the size of this. So I tried out playing Fortnite as well as CSGO, and I was able to actually max out some of the settings and still get a really decent frame rate. I also tried out Call of Duty Warzone, and that played amazing. I was able to go into the ultra settings and still get the full 175 Hz refresh rate with this monitor. So it was a great experience playing Warzone. Just felt super fast, and I felt like I had a slight advantage because of just how fast the response time was. Now, I'm not a massive gamer enthusiast, like I don't spend my entire life playing games all day, but I can appreciate playing Call of Duty as well as GTA, Battlefield. They're all such good games to play with the boys. For my lifestyle, I also want to do other things, and I feel like this computer also caters to those things. So, most of you know I'm a content creator, I'm a video editor, and this computer is more than capable enough of editing in DaVinci or Premiere Pro, and it's just super fast to go ahead and render clips as well as export the final project. So if you're doing big edits, you could still use this computer to actually render and do all your video editing as well as playing games on the side. And of course, you can still do all that standard productivity stuff that you would normally do on any other computer. So I feel like this kind of has everything in one. In terms of the port selection, on the front of the PC, you have two USB Type-A ports, one USB-C port, a separate headphone and microphone jack, which is super awesome for gamers so you can connect a third-party microphone. You also have a button to control the LED lights so you can cycle through the colors as well as turn them off. And there's also a power button and a reset button. You also have some more ports on the back. There's a lot of space to plug in accessories and peripherals. And you also have 3 DisplayPort outs as well as 1 HDMI out. So you can plug in a bunch of monitors into this desktop. In terms of pricing, there is a sale going from August 30th to September 12th. So using my link down below, you can go ahead and pick up this computer with some money off. I think it's down to 2,099 Canadian instead of 2,299. So yeah, you're saving some money, but have a look at the sale page. There is a bunch of sales going on. So anything you want to pick up, definitely do check it out between those dates. The monitor I'm using is the MSI MAG 34-inch quantum dot curved display. This thing is beautiful with vibrant colors, great viewing angles, and is super crispy to look at. It has a resolution of 3440 by 1440 and has a 21:9 aspect ratio, so you're getting a super wide field of view whenever you're gaming. But it's also great for productivity, for multitasking if you want to have windows side by side. It's effectively just as good as dual monitors, but you don't have that bar between them. Considering it's OLED, you have those true deep blacks with great vibrant colors, and this is also VESA certified for HDR with AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. When playing on this monitor, it is genuinely so smooth. Like, it's 175 Hz, it's got a 0.03 millisecond response time, and it feels so fast. No matter what you're doing, just moving the cursor around, aiming at things in games, and just overall the motion when you're moving around is just insane. Like, there's no jittering, it's just completely smooth and effortless and just feels amazing to actually play on here. MSI also includes a 3-year burn-in protection warranty, ensuring you can game with confidence and enjoy the ultimate experience with vibrant colors worry-free. The monitor itself is super solid when it comes to the build quality. There's no creaking or flexing whatsoever, and it just feels really well built with some great materials. It's using glass, metal, as well as a graphene layer on the back of the monitor. In terms of connectivity, you have 1 full DisplayPort, 2 HDMI ports, which are version 2.1, and you also have a USB-C DisplayPort, which is capable of PD charging. So whichever device you plug into that USB-C port, it will charge the device as well as output the audio as well as the video all through the monitor in just one single cable. And the stand it comes with is super adjustable, so you can move the monitor up or down, angle it in whichever way you want. It can even turn sideways. So when you pair this super high refresh rate monitor with the desktop, you get this buttery smooth experience when you're playing games. So if you're the type of person that wants to buy the latest and greatest pre-built desktop gaming PC, then this is definitely something you should take a look at, especially considering there's a sale on right now, and also you can upgrade it in the future, so you know it's fairly future-proof. I feel like this is a great option, especially if you're not technically minded, you just want to play some games, you don't want to have to worry about the hassle of whether you got the correct power adapter or whether you've bought the right GPU or whatever. You can just buy this and know that out of the box it's going to perform great and you're gonna have a good experience. But it really could be for anyone out there who just wants a great computer. This is definitely a good option, and there's so many different models online, so you can get the exact one that tailors to you in regards to the specs. So yeah, I've had a great time playing around with this computer. I absolutely loved just gaming on this thing. The graphics are amazing, especially coming from like a console. I feel like it just looks so much better on a PC, especially with this monitor. You just get such a wide field of view, and I just enjoy playing games on this thing so much. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.